She had her whole weekend planned, a small bag, a smile on her face, and a thumb held out on the side of the road. A car pulls over. A man, a woman, a baby. They seemed kind. And then she disappeared. This is the story of Colleen Stan, the girl in the box. Colleen had hitchhiked before, but she was cautious. She turned down rides that didn't feel right. Then came a smiling couple, a man, a woman, and a baby in the back seat. She hesitated, but she didn't see any harm in the friendly-looking family. Then she got in. It was the last decision she made freely for years. The family was very friendly. Colleen felt no harm, as hitchhiking was not new for her. After roughly 30 minutes, the family took a quick detour to stop for gas. That's when the atmosphere changed. The car got quieter. Smiles and joyful talk turned into silence. The roads grew emptier. Then the family stopped at a strange-looking cabin. The man asked Colleen to come inside to help bring some supplies back to the car. Colleen agreed. The least she could do was help. She stepped inside the house and heard a loud bang just as she entered. The man locked the door and pressed a knife to her neck. Colleen was frightened. She never would have thought she'd end up in this situation. She couldn't scream. She couldn't run. They put a blindfold on her and then forced her into a coffin-sized box, barely large enough to breathe in. For hours, days, months, she stayed in that box for 23 hours a day, blindfolded, starved of sound, light, and hope. In that box, time meant nothing. It was dark, airless, still. Her body ached, her mind frayed. Colleen didn't know if it was day or night, or if she'd ever see the sun again. She was kept under the couple's bed, a hidden prisoner beneath the place they slept. Every creak of the floor above made her flinch. Every second was soaked in dread. But it wasn't just the physical torture, it was the mind games. Her captor, Cameron Hooker, told her there was a secret organization called the Company. According to him, they watched everything. If she disobeyed, tried to run, or spoke to anyone, they wouldn't kill her. They'd go after her family, and they'd make it hurt. As the years passed, Colleen wasn't always in the box. Sometimes Cameron gave her chores, other times he let her walk outside, but she wasn't free. She was conditioned. One day, he allowed her to visit her parents, alone. She smiled, ate dinner, told them everything was fine. But deep inside, Colleen wanted to burst out and tell her parents what she was experiencing. She wanted to escape. She really did. She wanted to tell her parents that she was living in hell. But she was terrified that the Company would go after her family. Even when she was so close to freedom, she still couldn't explain her situation. It was killing her from the inside. After dinner, she said goodbye to her family, holding back her tears. And then she went back, willingly, because in her mind, there was no escape, only consequences. 7 years passed. Then one day, the woman who had helped keep her hidden, Janice Hooker, cracked. She confessed to a pastor, and then to Colleen. There was no company, no eyes watching, no punishment waiting. The lies unraveled. And for the first time, Colleen allowed herself to believe it. She left, and this time, no one stopped her. Her name is Colleen Stan. She lived for 7 years in a box under a stranger's bed, controlled not by chains, but by fear. Her parents sat across from her once, smiling, eating dinner, never knowing the truth. Years later, they would realize they had been inches from saving her, but fear had stolen her voice. Today, she lives quietly, but her story never does. They called her the girl in the box, and now you know why.